Welcome to Talk English Today.
Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Talk English Today. I'm Ryan, speaking to you right now from a moving train. The sound you hear behind me, yes, that steady rhythm. It reminds me of progress, of moving forward, step by step. And that's exactly what learning English conversation is all about, steady progress. Today, we are talking about something every learner wants: speaking English fluently and naturally. Many learners say, I understand English, but I can't speak. Maybe that sounds familiar, right? You can understand movies or podcasts, but when it's your turn to speak, your mind goes blank. Don't worry, this is completely normal. In this episode, we'll talk about how beginners can start speaking, how repetition builds confidence, and how you can train your brain to think in English, just like we train our ears to the rhythm of this train. So, take a deep breath, relax, and let's begin our journey. Train Part 1. Conversation is a skill, not a talent. Ryan, many people believe that some people are born good at languages, and some are not. But that's not true. Speaking English fluently is not magic. It's a skill. Think about it like riding this train. The first time you travel alone, you might feel confused. Where's my seat? What's the right platform? Which direction am I going? But after a few rides, you don't even think about it. You just move naturally. It's the same with English. At first, you think slowly. You make mistakes. You search for words. This is normal and natural. Every fluent speaker you admire, teachers, YouTubers, even native speakers, started with simple words and short sentences. The difference? They didn't stop. They kept practicing until conversation became automatic. So remember, you can become fluent. It's not about talent. It's about daily practice, like the daily rhythm of this train. Train Part 2. Start small, speak simple. Ryan. Now, many beginners make the same mistake. They try to speak like a native speaker too early. They want to use big, complex words. But this only creates stress. The best way is to start small. Use short, simple sentences. Use words you already know. If you forget a word, explain another way. For example, if you forget the word chef, you can say, the person who cooks food in a restaurant. That's still great communication. Remember, communication is more important than perfection. People understand you, not because you're perfect, but because you are clear. Even now, as I speak on this train, there's noise, movement, sound, but the message still comes through. That's how conversation works. Don't stop to fix every grammar mistake. Just keep the flow. Train Part 3. Listening comes first. Ryan, here's something powerful. Language enters through your ears before it comes out of your mouth. If you listen every day, your brain learns naturally. It learns how sentences sound, how words connect, and how real people speak. That's why listening practice is like the train tracks. It gives direction to your speaking journey. So, how should you listen? Listen every day. Listen to easy English first. Listen to the same thing many times. Even if you understand only 50%, that's fine. Your brain is learning patterns in the background. And soon, words and phrases will come out automatically, without you translating in your head. Train Part 4. The power of repetition. Ryan. Now, let's talk about something many people ignore: repetition. Repetition means hearing, reading, and saying the same sentences again and again. Some learners think it's boring, but repetition is how your brain builds strong connections. When you hear a sentence once, your brain starts to remember it, a small memory spark. But if you hear it again and again, today, tomorrow, next week, that spark becomes a strong connection. Soon, that sentence becomes automatic. That's why I recommend listening to the same podcast multiple times. The first time, you understand the main idea. The second time, you catch the small details. The third time, you focus on pronunciation or rhythm. The fourth time, you shadow it. That's right, shadowing. Speaking along with the audio. Train Part 5. Shadowing practice. Ryan. Shadowing means you listen to a sentence and try to speak it at the same time. At first, it feels hard, But with practice, your pronunciation and rhythm improve quickly. It's like singing along to your favorite song. The more you repeat, the more natural it feels. When you shadow, you're training your mouth muscles, just like a musician trains fingers on a piano. This helps you think less and speak faster. You can try it right now. Repeat after me. I can speak English confidently. I learn a little every day. My English gets better with practice. Say it again with feeling. This is how you train your speaking mind. Train Part 6, Daily English Routine. Ryan, speaking English is like building muscles. If you go to the gym once a month, nothing happens. But if you go a little every day, you become strong. The same goes for English conversation. You don't need 5 hours a day. Just 15 to 20 minutes daily can change everything. Here's a simple plan. Keycap 1 listen to English every morning, maybe while traveling, just like me on this train. Keycap 2 listen to the same recording 3 times in 1 week. Keycap 3 shadow small sections aloud. Keycap 4 speak to yourself in English during the day, while cooking, walking, or cleaning. Keycap 5 review your favorite phrases weekly. Consistency beats intensity. Slow and steady always wins, just like this train moving forward. Train Part 7, Self-Conversation Practice. Ryan, many learners wait for a native speaker to practice with, but you don't have to wait. You can talk to yourself every day. Describe what you see, what you're doing, or what you plan to do. For example, right now I could say, I'm sitting near the window. The train is moving fast. The weather looks cloudy. I'm recording this podcast of my friends learning English. See? You can do this anywhere. This practice helps you think in English and makes your mouth comfortable producing English sounds. Train Part 8, The Real Meaning of Fluency. Ryan, fluency doesn't mean speaking fast. Fluency means speaking naturally, clearly, without long pauses. At first, you translate in your head. Then you start remembering whole phrases. Finally, speaking becomes automatic. It takes time, but always works if you give your brain enough listening, repetition, and daily speaking. Train Part 9, The Journey of Growth. Ryan, learning English conversation is a journey, not a race. It doesn't matter if you speak slowly today. It doesn't matter if your words are simple. What matters is that you keep going. Every time you listen, every time you repeat, every time you speak, you take a small step forward. And one day, without even noticing, you'll realize you're not thinking about English anymore. You're just speaking. That's the magic moment. And it will come, my friend. It will come because of the small steps you start taking today. Train slows down. Station sound in the background. Ryan, smiling tone. Thank you so much for joining me on this train journey and this episode of Talk English Today. I'm Ryan, and I'm proud of you. You're doing something powerful, building your future through language. So keep listening, keep speaking, and keep growing. One conversation at a time. Sound a train door opening. Soft outro music fades in. Ryan, see you in the next episode. Bye for now.